And hello, Matt. Welcome to Interpreting Visual Culture and YouTube. I hope we're not totally crooked there. We aren't. Matt, let's compare a laptop, not even a desktop, but let's compare a laptop to a car. That your father's generation, maybe his, they fetishize the engine, that big, smelly, oily engine that's probably spelling doom for the rest of the world. We base that on petroleum, and now it's a big hassle and all of that. Your generation, somehow you've got to use the laptop as a vehicle. Where do you see, but there's something different. If you jump in your car and you go to the corner store, you can get your Baskin Robbins, right? Mm-hmm. When you jump on your laptop gang, Studio Aliens and Matt, where are we going? Do we always know where we're going?
I don't think we know where we're going.
You'll have to speak up a little bit.
Oh, louder?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't think we know where we're going. We're just out there looking for wherever we can find that.
Do you have a girlfriend?
No, I don't.
Okay. Well, so that's the clear case. You get on the email, you tag all of your girlfriends, right? You say, hi Betsy, hi Sue, hi Mary, and then suddenly you've done your job. That's like doing a spin in your car, and then you come back. There's no one out there that you contact, because here's an important quote. The cell phone or the phone is a machine for people we know. The Internet is a machine for people we are yet to know. So there's something in that for you.
I think that's very cool, that quote. I guess, I put people on my contact list that I know on my phone.
Do you use social media?
I do occasionally, but...
You're not like an addict or anything.
No, I think sometimes it's a waste of time.
Right.
You could do better things with your life than go on Facebook or Twitter. But
this is interesting. Studio audience, too. Where are the vectors? When you get on Facebook and suddenly 10, 12 of your friends tag you back, you feel kind of warm inside, right? Just like you took a spin with the windows down in the car, right? Kind of?
Sort of. If I know these people well enough. I guess.
What if she's cute and you don't know her well enough? She said, hi, Matt.
Well, then
Good to see it's a sunny day for you, too. Doesn't that make you glow on the inside if a little cutie says, hey, how are you?
Hell yeah.
Yeah, so, and how do we know it's not an avatar? How do we know, getting back to that original question, cars, phones, computers, where are we going with these things? Are we always on these things? Are these things like leashes? Are they like a newfangled factory in which we're devoting our whole lives to them?
It's possible. It's kind of like iRobot, where robots are like running our lives almost. I think that's what's going to happen in the future with technology. It's just going to overrun us.
Here's another important thought, though, a recent book. There's some theorists are thinking there will be no such thing as artificial intelligence, but augmented intelligence. Name?
Eric.
Larry, what do you think about that?
Eric.
Larry, don't augment yourself into Larry. Eric.
I don't know. You think of it in a lot of different perspectives, I guess. But
okay, a computer can parallel park a car. That was like one of the last things a computer could do. It beat someone at chess in 1999, right? And now we got some scary things coming up. But maybe these machines are going to be benign, right? And maybe it is a question of augmented realities, right? Name?
Dave.
Steve.
Dave.
I had a cold. My ears. Dave. Augmented reality, not artificial intelligence. Augmented intelligence.
Well, I don't know, because I kind of believe that artificial intelligence would exist in the future. Like, when you watch some movies, like, have you ever seen The Gamer?
Yeah.
I saw it, the other night, and kind of...
Or Battlestar Galactica, or whatever, we have all these sexy robots running around with more emotions than we have. Yeah.
It's kind of like the Avatar thing you were talking about. People go in as females when they're not, when they're males, and they try to interact with other people.
And they jagged them all with emotion so they'd be even more emotional than us. Who saw Avatar, the movie? Who saw it with the special glasses? Damn, that was cool, right? It was like, whoa, what happened over here? It was just something they put in the film. I saw it in a big theater on 14th Street or whatever. Name? Renee, what do you think about the themes of the body and imperialism and and kind of connectivity in Avatar. Why was that? Why is this movie successful or monetarily successful?
I think it's successful because I think every culture has a connection to that idea that their land was taken or taken over. I know in China it's been forbidden that they see this movie now because all of the original these like little towns taken over by the government, and that's they can relate to that female character, and so they're banning all.
So we worry that this efficiency from our machines will be hooked up to, like in Stony Brook, right? Be hooked up to an evil bureaucratic genius, right? That makes you tags your car, gives you whatever, and then gives you a bill for your tuition, and then screws that up. And then you're like, oh my God, I feel like a cog in a machine. Is this, Matt, does this necessarily lead to a dystopic place? A dystopia?
Dystopia? Well, there's no such thing as utopia, so I guess so.
Well, if there's no such thing as utopia, there's nothing as such a bad place. Name?
Jessica.
Pardon?
Jessica.
Jessica. Are these things, can we now turn these things on and off? Can we, you know, my brother was discontinued in his job at Microsoft. He worked there for 10, 12 years in Carta. He went out to apply. He got some jobs. There's no problem. But the first thing they asked him was, do you have a blog? So that these stakes are being upped. That it's like, oh my God, I have to have a blog now to get a job? You know, that's why I'm having you guys blog. Vanessa, is there, but Jessica, is there a point of no return here?
I believe so. I feel like we can't turn these things off, even if we try nowadays. It's hard to do that. Like, we're stuck.
Do you ever leave it on your table and some friends on Facebook go boop, boop, boop? You know, it's like buzzing and you go like, oh, shit, am I impolite if I don't log it on? You never have it. Do you have that problem?
Not really.
It's like annoying. Or Skype, you hear the ringing of Skype and, you know, then someone texts you on your smartphone and I just feel like it's a leash. Name?
Michelle.
Is it a leash?
Is it a leash?
Is technology merely a leash? Is this ceased to be a prosthetic that's supposed to help us become more human, and has it turned into a treadmill that makes us more inhuman?
I think it makes us more inhuman because you don't really have to be real. You're communicating, but you don't really know who you're communicating with. It's less personal.
Okay. All right, Matt, do you know your machine? Your new machine?
My new machine.
Do you know the hard drive?
No.
Do you know the processing rate?
Not really.
And the memory?
I think it's 4 gigs.
Okay. What did you name it?
Dell laptop.
That's a generic name. Thanks, Matt. See you on YouTube.